Namaste students. Today I am going to discuss about the topic adaptive immunity. I am Jeevan Dr. Aziz Mohammed Khan from Department of Food and Biotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. This topic belongs to the immunology, principles of immunology, immunotechnology, which are related to immunology subjects, and the topic is adaptive immunity. The second part of adaptive immunity. In the first part, we discussed about what is adaptive immunity and the general introduction about the adaptive immunity. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the types of adaptive immunity and the components of adaptive immunity. Okay, so first discuss about the general introduction of the adaptive immunity. Adaptive immunity is the immunity which we gain after introduction of a foreign particle or foreign antigen or foreign bacteria, foreign virus, whatever the microorganism is there. And this makes some reactions into the immune system, and the immune system will get activated and respond to the foreign particles. So this adaptive immunity is have a specific activity, that it has specificity, it has memory cells which are very unique features, and it will be in the whole life. If a foreign pathogen will enter into the body, uh, it will react in the whole life. It will respond in the whole life. Okay. So what are the types of adaptive immunity? Adaptive immunity are of two types. First is antibody mediated, which is humoral immunity, and cellular immunity. Humoral immunity is the immunity which is directly related to the B lymphocytes. B lymphocytes are the cells which are known as the B cells. There are two types of lymphocytes in our body, which are in the B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. And the B lymphocytes are also known as the B cells. They generate B cells. And the T lymphocytes are the lymphocytes which are known as the T cells. So the humoral immunity is the immunity which is related to the B lymphocytes, and the cell mediated or cellular immunity is immunity which is related to uh, T cells. First, we discuss about the T cell mediated immune response. So, what are the T cells? The components of cell mediated immunity. Cell mediated immunity has T cells, and we are going to discuss about the types of T cells. The T cells respond to the infected cells, viruses, bacteria, parasites, and they provide defense against some cancer and transplant cells also. They are very important. Okay. So if we are talking about the T lymphocytes, the T lymphocytes are three types. The first one is helper T cells. The second one is cytotoxic T cells, and the third one is memory T cells, which are the unique feature of the adaptive immunity. The helper T cells, see what does they do? They secrete cytokines. Okay, they secrete some specific cytokines, interleukin 4, interleukin 2, and they help B cells and cytotoxic cells. What the function of helper T cell? That helper T cell helping nature, and they help other cells for immune response. Uh, these helper cells will help cytotoxic cells as well as B cells, B lymphocytes. Now, the next is cytotoxic T cells. Cytotoxic T cells are the cells which are killer cells and which kill foreign antigen or foreign pathogen. They kill infected body cells. Okay. The third one is memory T cells. Memory T cells are encountered. They are differentiated when a foreign pathogen enters into the body for the first time, and they remain in the body. They remain in the body and help uh, the immune system when the antigen enters into the second time. How these T cells identify foreign particles? First, a infected cell is digested. Okay? It is digested by some pathogen, and MHC proteins carry these digested particles of foreign into some pieces and present these foreign particles on the surface of the antigen presenting cell. And the, this when they present this pathogen on the surface of the antigen presenting cell, this causes alarming situations to the T helper cells. And then T helper cell will come and they will bind to the antigen, their peptides. Now, what MHC protein? What are the MHC protein? MHC protein are also a part of this adaptive immunity. We are just adding MHC protein to understand the nature of T cells. MHC proteins are a protein mark which differentiate between the self and the non-self. We have already discussed about what are the self and what are the non-self molecules. So they differentiate between self and non-self. There are two types, MHC class 1 and MHC class 2. MHC class 1 will bind to the cytotoxic T cells, and MHC class 2 will bind to the T helper cell. And there are also some cells which are known as the antigen presenting cells, which are these cells. B cells, dendritic cells, and macrophages are the three cells which are known as the antigen presenting cells. B cell, dendritic cells, and macrophages are the antigen presenting cells which are involved in the T cell pathway. Helper T cell, how does it work? And this helper T cell will bind to the white blood cells that have previously encountered an antigen. They stimulate the proliferation of other T cells. They stimulate B cells that have already become bound to the antigen. Without these helper cells, there is no immune response. And when we are talking about the cytotoxic cells, they have killing nature that destroys infected body cells. They bind to the target cell, which have they bind to the target cell, means they are binding to antigen presenting cell, which have encountered, which have engulfed the foreign antigen. After binding to a antigen presenting cell, the cytotoxic cells will secrete some perforin, and these perforin have a function to killing, have a function of killing the cause apoptosis of the cell. Now discuss about the antibody mediated cellular immunity, that is humoral immunity. Humoral immunity targets extracellular microorganisms and viruses which are circulating in the blood. The cells which are involved in this pathway is known as the B lymphocytes, which are known as the P cells, and The another part is antibodies. The two parts are involved in this pathway. Antibodies are the extracellular fluid which are secreted by the B cells. What? How does these uh, B lymphocytes and um, B lymphocytes help in the identification of a particular kind of antigen? First, macrophages or like antigen presenting cell, phagocytic pathogen, and antigen. Okay. Then they bind to a T helper cell. At the same time, some pathogen are also identified by the B cell. The same pathogen is identified by B cell, and same pathogen is identified by a another antigen presenting cell. Then this T cell helper cell, which have bound to the antigen, will come to the B cell and they will provide the signals to the B cells for activation, and they will get activated. Okay, and they will get activated. They will secrete. Uh, they will secrete. They will be differentiated into the another cell that which are known as the plasma cells. Okay. After that, the plasma cell will perform some functions which are known as the secretion of antibodies. In a single second, millions of antibodies are secreted. So antibodies have an important role in the identification of antigen. So what are the role of an antibody? Antibody have an important role in the neutralization. It will bind all around the antigen and they will neutralize so that the antigen will not do any other functions. Similarly, they will perform agglutination reactions and they will sorry they will have important role in opsonization. What is opsonization? Opsonization is the process by which antigen is covered from the surface by antibodies, and after that they are engulfed by a antigen presenting cell. Similarly, they also have important role in the identification of the antigen. And we are going to compare between the T cell and the B cell. T cells are originated into the bone marrow, and B cells are originated in the bone marrow. T cells are matured in the thymus, B cells are matured in the bone marrow. And they are T cells are long-lived, B cells are short-lived. T cells are highly mobile, B cells are fairly mobile. T cells are not involved in any kind of complement receptor. B cells are involved in the complement pathway. T cell have no surface Ig, but B cell have surface immunoglobulins. T cell do not secrete any antibody. B cell secretes antibodies. T cell have different roles which are known as the cellular and humoral, but B cell will perform only the humoral response. So our topic is over here. Meet in another video tutorial. Thank you very much.